Hello there, and welcome to another Fun Facts article. I'll be reading an article and giving my thoughts on it. So, this is an article titled Star Wars TV Series. What's going on? Now, they have this massive picture there for some reason. I don't know why they made it quite so big, but I've got a poster of that actually somewhere. I was thinking it might be the one back there, but it's a different one. So this is by Christian Bloveld. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Too bad. Posted on January 11th, 2012. It's before the last article. I don't know why it's saying about Robot Chicken, but anyway. Star Wars fans all want to know the answer to one question. When can we expect to see Lucasfilm's long-in-development live-action TV series? Well, sadly, the series, to paraphrase the iconic opening epigraph of the Star Wars movies, is far, far away. Still, fans are given some hope Monday when IGN posted a video with Lucasfilm executive producer Rick McCallum that at a press junket for the movie Red Tails, opening Jan 20, this was on Jan 11th, 2012. In the clip, McCallum indicated that the series was, for now, being called Star Wars Underworld. One of the bigger pieces of news pertaining to the Hush Hush series since it was first announced in the wake of the last Star Wars movie, Revenge of the Sith, almost 7 years ago. EW followed up with McCallum at the Red Tails premiere after party last night at New York City's Gotham Hall. No, it's not the final title, McCallum said, of Star Wars Underworld. It's just a working title. Of course, that happens. A working title that may actually be quite revealing. The series has long been thought to focus on either peripheral characters from the movies or new characters outright, with nary a Jedi in sight. During the 19-year span between Episode 3 and Episode 4, the period during which the Empire was still consolidating its grip on that galaxy far, far away, Underworld suggests that the series will focus on the galaxy's sordid demi-monde, half-world. If you translate the French, I think demi's half. It might just mean under, and I'm being silly, but yeah, you get a demi-baguette, you get demi-monde, so in French that means half-world, but I think they mean underworld. And I could not be that good at French because I studied it years ago at school and I don't remember all the words. So, fun. I don't remember the separate ones anyway. Absolutely, McCallum confirms. Expect a lot of smugglers, gangsters, bounty hunters, and a few Wall Street-type power brokers. Nothing about Luke or the Skywalker saga. So that's really cool. So there was actually going to be something completely different, much like an e-book focusing on different characters, which... what comes to mind is a Tales from Jabba's Palace type thing, or Tales of the Bounty Hunters, which would be really cool. And it'd be really cool to have a TV series like. So the initial appeal of the series was that it would fill a relatively blank part of Star Wars history, but in the years since Episode 3, a number of comics, novels, and video games, all considered canon. Sorry, I just had to yell that. Since they're officially licensed by Lucasfilm. This article knows what's up. Woo! They're all considered canon since they're officially licensed by Lucasfilm. Anyway, have begun to shed new light on that period, possibly presenting some continuity constraints for a series. Very good to think about. In fact, a number of behind-the-scenes moves over the past few years have fueled speculation. George Lucas himself ordered that popular Jedi rogue Quinlan Vos to survive the Star Wars Republic comics series. A.C. Crispin's proposed Young Princess Leia novel series was cancelled, as was a Boba Fett novel to be penned by Mandalorian obsessive Karen Traviss. could this mean that Voss, Leia, and Fett could be involved in a TV series? Well, we know Karen Travis was from another reason later on, but it's interesting to think what could have been. Like, they could have had the part of the series focusing on Voss going into the underworld, which would have been really cool. That'd be awesome. And Leia could have had a cameo in one part of the story, but I wouldn't want too much of her in it, I don't think, because she's on Alderaan and involved in the Imperial Senate probably around the time this takes place. So it probably wouldn't be as much the underworld, but we might see Leia somewhere there to be connected in, which is awesome. Or considered canon, George Lucas himself ordered things to happen. Yeah, I just wanted to point that out because that's something I'm passionate about, making sure people are aware of. Anyway, obviously McCallum isn't saying, but the fact that over 50 scripts have been penned by writers hailing from Europe, Australia, and North America, according to McCallum, suggests that the show could be envisioned as an anthology series, sort of like a television analogue to the Tales of the Mos Eisley Cantina short story project in the 90s, with many already established aspects of the expanded universe included. Great minds think alike. I was thinking of that just earlier with different types of characters being put in. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait a long time indeed to find out. When I asked McCallum if the show is still 3 or 4 years off, he said even longer. Because I think we don't have the technology yet to be able to do it for the level of money that it would have to be done. Plus, the world of television is imploding. No one knows whether you'll make a good network show or a cable show. I'm really excited about it though, and I hope George does do it. I really do. It's very interesting. It's been 6 years now. No, it's 7 years since 2012. Ooh, time flies. And, of course, we can't ignore the fact that The Mandalorian has come out. So what was originally the Star Wars Underworld series transformed into The Mandalorian from the look of it? It's interesting to think. And because they're saying technology to be able to do it, I have that now. And whether you can make a network show or a cable show doesn't matter when you have a streaming service. Or it's not as much of a factor. But it's interesting to think about how what could have been with... I really would have loved to actually see a focus on Voss like in the comics. I haven't read as many of the comics, but I know Voss's storyline and everything there would actually be great to go into, to look into the underworld. Anyway, closer on the horizon is Seth Green's Star Wars comedy series. That's coming along great, McCallum says. I've seen a few of their little skits, they're great. Which, as we know, is Star Wars Detours. And for those that don't know, that was a comedy thing. Also, just make a comedy show based on the original trilogy after so long, which is interesting. Green's kept really quiet about the format his show will take, but the fact that McCallum calls them skits suggests the series will indeed follow the sketch comedy format of Robot Chicken Star Wars episodes. McCallum suggests that Green's stories won't be ready in time for a full debut, but it may very well get a 2013 air date. Unfortunately, that was scrapped as well when they announced that they were going to reboot and get rid of the expanded universe stuff. Hey, if Obi-Wan Kenobi can wait around in the Jundland Waste for 19 years, so can we. At least we've got the Clone Wars and the reappearance of a certain tattooed Sith Lord to give us our Star Wars fix in the meantime, which, I mean, matter of contention amongst EU fans, but it is TV show, cartoon content that was coming out. And that was the end of that. So I think it's very interesting to go back and read these articles afterwards. Like, 7 years later, as I said, and see that people were so hopeful for things. And, I mean, what it sounds like here. Like the Tales of Mos Eisley Cantina short story projects. Like, I love those. And to get a TV version of that would have been awesome. To have multiple separate storylines and then they all converge at one point to come into one great storyline. But yeah, interesting, very interesting. Don't have a lot more to add than what I said as I went. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Uru!